It's that time of the week again where I like to go through our subreddit with over 23,000 members and check out your amazing design work, whether that's posters or logos or whatever. You can put your work on the subreddit, I will react to them, and you guys can help each other out. So join if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and let's get cracking. Okay, top of this month. This one is first. So a logo design you recently made. Okay, I don't understand what it's for. Again, Sunstone Botanics. It's cool, but we need context to it. Although it's a really nice, I would say, illustration. It could be a logo, but it's more of an illustration, more of a poster design. It's really nice. I don't have any context, but doesn't that look cool? I love the shapes that you've got all the way around it. Using polygons, simple geometric shapes to give it this old style feeling. I love the colors that you've chosen as well. Perfect for the sun thing that you're going with. And you know, I'll give you props. That typography is actually really nicely done. I think that works really well, having that kind of slab serif feeling in there. Look at it, it's just got those tiny little serifs. I really like that. Yeah, it could be a logo, but I'm one of those guys that say logos should be simple. Do they always have to be? I don't think they always have to be. This one looks cool though. What else has everyone said about this? I think this has bones of being something very pleasing. Yeah, people love it. Okay, the next one. Okay, this one has 33 upvotes. You designed some new business cards. Okay, so you've gone for, oh my goodness. Have you seen the detail? I love this. There's something about playing cards that I just love. I don't know, I've got videos of me playing with actual playing cards. I like to do magic tricks. I like to collect decks of playing cards too because of the design. There's a Theory 11 deck off Darren Brown, and they have the most beautiful lettering and writing and designs on it. It's so detailed, and what I love about playing cards like this, not even talking about the business card side of this, but what I love about it is that it's so ornate and detailed. There's a lot of story going on in there. I really do love it. The typography is perfect. I love how it goes into a spiraling circle. I love it. What a great idea for a business card. You know, I might steal it. Let's go through them. Check out that design. So the finished motif of the presence of the ode, is that how you say it? I'm not too sure. Present day, look now, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, there's things here that I don't personally understand, probably because of my culture, but check out this design. You know, I'm gonna have to make my own. It seems like one of the most perfect passion projects. I love the historic feeling of it. Okay, details of the card back. Oh, I love your process. Look at this. You've got an actual mood board with context of all of this design. Dude, this is unreal. Why is this not the top? No offense. Oh my goodness. Yeah, dude, well done. That's unreal. Okay, next one. Meet Moonwell. Half weight. I will upload the second half in some time. Okay, so this is a wellness brand focusing on better sleep. They are gummies. They bring calm and restoration to your nights. I love the context. So soft, calm, comfort, and dreamy. Okay, I like the keywords there. What I do like about this is its anti-brand feeling. If you don't know what that is, if you look at companies like Huel, where they have a more utilitarian design, let's have a look. Let's go to Huel. You'll see that we've got a very clean utilitarian design where it's mainly focused on the future and the actual product itself. The logo type is essentially just Huel with a registered mark on it. Everything follows this utilitarian system, and because it isn't so crazy and ornate like we see in a lot of drinks products, it stands out. So they've zigged where others have zagged. With you, you're doing this similar thing, and I love that. I love the typography. Guys, you have to understand, when you're working in design, the smallest details are what make the bigger picture the best. As Marco Pierre White says in his cooking tutorials, perfection is the small things done perfectly. I've just spotted something really cool. The typography, although it's a sans serif, which means without the serifs, it's very geometric in its sense. It's actually rounded, so it's not so harsh. These parts here are rounded, and down here, it feels trustworthy. It feels kind of floated, and when you round something, it makes it look more friendly. It gives more of the calm feeling that you're looking for. And I really love that. The composition is great. You're following on with the utilitarian feeling with a mascot. And I love that. That little mascot, very light, very fluffy, obviously dreaming. I can read everything there. It makes a lot of sense. You've got the hierarchy correct and it just looks great. I love the pastel colors. It feels very much like lavender. Yeah, and I love the mock-ups. Without mock-ups, guys, you're not going to be able to win over clients. If you were to have this on a portfolio, the client can almost taste the gummy. They can almost feel the packaging. And that's what we do. We don't just design the packaging or just create the cool illustrations on it. We actually design the experience sometimes of what the client could potentially feel when they're taking this product. Oh, goodness me, the system works well everywhere. I like that. I mean, for here, I would put Moonwell bit, like obviously follow the same system here where the Moonwell is quite large, but I see where you're going and I love it. This is great. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what that looks like because you guys know already what I'm thinking. I don't have a dirty mind. You have the dirty mind. Okay, I don't know Matthias if I can keep that in. Come on, that looks like a doesn't it? Or like some or a like I'm not being funny. It looks, I get where you're going with it, but come on. Another reason to have markups is because when you have a portfolio, you need to be able to show the client what you've done in context. Speaking of portfolios, I've heard on the grapevine that some of you don't have one. Some of you don't even have your own website. And even if you're employed right now as a graphic designer, whether in-house, whether you are in an agency, it doesn't matter. You need your own personal website. And today, this video is sponsored by Framer. Now, if you don't know what Framer is, let me explain, because this isn't just any old sponsorship. Framer is a no-code website design tool. You've all heard of prototyping design tools like Figma, where you can create prototypes. Well, Framer is essentially like Figma, but you make an actual website when you're doing it. It's pretty mad. If you don't believe me, then if you have a look at this, this is a template, a free template called Concrete that you can get on the Framer marketplace. And the coolest thing about it is that this is all done. I can move this around. It has stacks. You can change everything here. But when I go to press play here, for instance, it will load up. Now you might think, hang on, you're just previewing this. No, this is an actual website. You can actually publish this website here. Like there, it's up right now, which is pretty crazy. This is my personal website that I'm kind of working on at the moment. You get a little sneak peek here. We're updating our portfolio this year to show all the work we've been working on over the past couple of years, and we're moving to Framer because this is a real website. I am not a developer. I can't develop websites. I don't know code. All of this is done without code. All of it. It's pretty crazy, including this one here. This is done without code and it's responsive as well. Check this out. It's all responsive. Honestly, I'm so excited to be sponsored by Framer because it essentially allows me and my team to design websites and not have to develop them. We can design the website and get it live really easily without having to involve another developer into the mix. And if you are really good at designing websites, but you always think, just designing it isn't enough, I need to know how to develop. Well, you can develop on here if you want. You can add code, you can do that, but you don't have to. None of this was done by code. This is all done in Framer. So visit my link down below in the description. Thank you so much, Framer, for sponsoring this video and making it happen. And let's get back to the React. The Daily Scoop. Okay, last year when I was 16, I entered a state graphic design competition. This is the brand I created. Okay, let's have a look. 16 years old last year. Props to the clever logo. I love it. You've got the pen here, the fountain pen with an ice cream in there, really tastefully done. Negative space logos can be some of the most difficult designs to pull off because they have to look like both things at the same time. Let's have a look. Negative space logos, let's have a look. So we've got FedEx, which is probably the most famous negative space logos, NBC. Here's a similar one, Fox Chase Publishers. There's tons of them, but they're always really difficult to pull off because you have to make them look like either an ice cream and the fountain pen. I'm not sure about the red background, but if you want the red, that's perfect. You can have that. What I do appreciate is the fact that you haven't chosen just a pure white background. You've chosen this ice creamy color, which is nice. It's kind of like an off-white. I love that. Here, front page, you've gone for this like lovely retro feeling here, and I like that a lot. It's very popular at the moment. If I were you though, just here, add a bit of shadow to this, just, you know, why not? It just adds some depth in there. But if that's not the style you're going for, I won't force you. That's not my thing. Yeah, I love the fact that it's not just a logo, but you've created a system, a kind of an identity around it with the colors, the font choice, and the layout. At 16, that is wild. You've done a great job. Skip university, go straight into freelancing. Yeah, you've got a lot of things here. I love it. For an ice cream brand, it's very different, and I like that. Well done, man. Okay. Oh, we have a redesign here. Someone's fixing the Acer logo. Can we say fixing yet? I feel like the whole community doesn't like it when people say we're fixing logos, but to be fair, it's the internet, so everyone's going to cry about everything. Okay, before and after, what do you think? What I do like about the before is that it kind of feels like 2010, like that timeline where everything was a bit more curved, where we thought modern was like making things really curved. And that's because of aliasing on digital platforms, like screen pixel densities increased, so we can actually see more curves and stuff, and it looked really crisp and nice. Nowadays, everyone's going back to the straight lines. I do like this Acer one here. However, it feels very gamery, and I don't know if that's what Acer are going for. For me personally, I don't know actually, hang on. I think they both have their merits here. I'm gonna have to leave this to the audience, you guys to decide which one of these that you like. However, what I will say is that it looks really good. I love the consistency throughout, the spacing, the tracking, the clever use of negative space on the double stacked A and the E, where the A and the E is just flipped. That is a really, really easy way of creating in a logo type consistency, which is great. And if you want to learn more about logo type design, visit Design Academy. It's linked down below. I teach you a masterclass to learn how to master logo type design. But I really like this. It's really good. Well done. Let's see what the community said about this first of all. Acer from the Latin word meaning eager, smart, able. Oh, I didn't know that. I like where you're going, but I do miss the motion of the original. What do I mean by that? I would actually argue that there's more motion in this one, in the new version. Can you use the crooked E upside down for a build off the angle of the other letters? The green hurts my eyes. The change in color is very much what brands do nowadays. And here's another little reason why. Modern display technology is increased. It's advanced, should I say. They're able to get the P3 color gamut out into more monitors. I remember the days when the iPad Pro got the P3 color gamut. That was crazy. That's why everyone from like YouTube, maybe even Reddit, Google go for these brighter colors to stand out. Let me know what you think about this down below. Ooh, this one I like. A logo I designed for a vacation rental named Sandy Feet Retreat. I love this. It's got kind of this Scandinavian design. We see a lot of these illustrative designs with line work. It's kind of monoline. I love the consistency inside. I love it that it looks like a window, like a stained glass window there. If I were you, I wouldn't have chosen a black logo type with this. I would have chosen a darker brown just to add that contrast. It doesn't need to be full black, but I do love this. It looks great. Look at that, clean. And again here, I think your composition is slightly off. And by that, I mean, you've kind of just stuck the illustrative logo next to it and not really balanced it out. Or if you have balanced it, you've done it strangely. To balance your logos, it can be quite simple. I'll link a video down below to show you how to balance logo types and logos within these compositions to make it look more visually pleasing and make more sense to the design. But this doesn't take anything away from your work. It looks great. Lane 34. So logo design for a premium leather wallet brand. Okay. What I like about this is it feels very manly. Right, and men do take wallets around with them. I have myself a Ridge wallet. I do like my Ridge wallet. But this one feels like a modern take on that because you've got this lovely logo type here. It's kind of curved. You've got these curved edges here, very geometric. And Lane 34, I really like the idea of this logo where it's just a repeating spiral pattern. It looks really cool, modern and aesthetic. Ooh, these compositions are great. You know, I love these vertical compositions. They're amazing. We don't see enough of them. We actually see more of these compositions in like the Arabic speaking languages. And I've always been really jealous that they can do that. We're bringing it back. I really do love the compositions here. And yeah, this looks great. It feels very premium and it's got like a more SpaceX kind of feeling to it. It feels like the Tesla wallet of some sorts. And there you go, boom. Really nice, really tasteful design little mark there. On a wallet, the worst thing you can have is like it being plastered with branding and logos on it. No one wants that. But if you do want to flex people, you can add a tiny logo to your wallet. That's always a tasteful way of doing it. Yeah, props to you for that. That's great. Sweetella, okay. Logo and brand design for ice cream. Another ice cream brand, what's going on? Okay, I'm not going to lie. When I first saw this, do you know that poo emoji and those one-line logo competitions that people do? It looks like the poo emoji that's been outlined slightly. I don't know why. I know it's supposed to look like ice cream and I'm not being mean. It's just the way my brain goes today. There must be something wrong with me. Let's have a further look in. I do like the logo type here. I think there is a bit of a kerning thing there. I should stop now. There's a bit of a kerning thing there, but I do like it. It looks modern. Is it an ice cream brand? It feels lacking in personality as in an ice cream brand. And I know why. It's because you've tried to create an ice cream group in the form of a letter S. Now, when we come up with logo ideas and we do that, that can sometimes hinder the creative process. Sometimes being original, in fact, most of the time being original never works. If I was going to be original, I would create my own language and speak that on YouTube, or I would find my own way of lettering or doing logo type design. It doesn't work. We have to follow the rules and symbols that people understand. The number one thing about logo design is it doesn't have to be original. It has to be distinguished. It has to be unique in a way that people can distinguish it from one company to the next. You will never find a logo that is completely original. It won't happen because logos are simple, generally speaking, and have to be viewed very fast just to show that it's the mark of that company. And that normally happens through geometric shapes. So although I love the idea, I feel like the logo type here, the logo mark, the icon could do with a little bit of work. But your branding here is on point. It's very premium. I like that. I love the black background of that. It makes those colors pop. Makes it feel like you're going to a fine dining restaurant and getting these ice creams, which I like. So the packaging is great. And I love the background. So I see what you've done here as well. The background of this has got the pattern of the ice cream icon, which is really nice to see as well. Just little things like that in a brand just hint towards the actual identity of them. A lot of the time, companies or designers will just put the logo on everything and they'll just plaster it on all of their products. All that really does is it annoys everyone because the logo is everywhere. A better way of doing that is to actually have brand patterns and assets that are based around a system, which could be based around the logo or a grid system or a color or a typography. And then that will be the thing that screams more towards the brand. So even if you didn't have the Sweetella icon there, people would still have a hint as to who you are through the brand pattern. That's it for today's video. If you did enjoy me watching and reacting to your work, then please subscribe. I know a lot of you haven't already subscribed, and it means the world to me every time you do. And obviously leave comments, share the videos. If you know the people who have designed these, share it to them. I want them to see my reaction to it. But most importantly, I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.